Today we're talking about obsessive thoughts in psychology. Have you ever had these strange thoughts pop into your head? Like when you were little, if your family came home late, you'd start feeling restless, your mind immediately jumping to the worst scenarios. Did they get into an accident? Did something awful happen? Even though reality was calm, you'd already mentally rehearsed a full-blown tragedy. Or maybe you can't help worrying about the people closest to you, suddenly getting sick or silently disappearing from your life without any warning. These thoughts creep in unexpectedly, usually when you finally feel relaxed and safe. When leaving the house, you might repeatedly check your stuff. You know your phone, keys, and ID are all there, but somehow you just can't shake that uneasy feeling. Even though you know you locked the door, you go back again and again, pulling on the handle, as if missing this step could turn vague unease into actual disaster. You set incredibly high standards for yourself, always trying to do everything perfectly. Even a tiny typo or slight asymmetry, things nobody else would even notice, makes you obsessively double-check and rethink your work. You realize this is perfectionism, yet you can't stop, because deep down, even the smallest flaw feels like proof you're not good enough or worthy of praise. But this isn't really your fault. You're trapped by something psychologists call obsessive thinking. These thoughts aren't things you deliberately create. They're more like false alarms automatically triggered by your brain. It's like your mind has a protection system that has become overly sensitive. Psychologists call these repetitive, uncontrollable thoughts intrusive thoughts. They show up when you're most relaxed and least expecting it, forcing you into loops of checking, confirming, doubting, and remembering. They trick you into thinking something bad will happen if you don't follow their instructions. At their core, these thoughts are cognitive false alarms from an overly vigilant brain. It sets off warnings before you've even sensed any real danger, turning minor anxieties into urgent threats. Your brain isn't malfunctioning, it's just overstretched, too afraid you'll overlook even the smallest risk. It mistakenly believes that if you worry a bit more, or check just one more time, you can prevent all bad outcomes. The harder you try to suppress these thoughts, the more persistent they become. The more scared you are of making mistakes, the bigger the imagined consequences get. The more you try to control everything, the more you become caught in exhausting mental loops. This isn't because you're weak. It's because you're trying so hard. You're overly careful, overly cautious, terrified of making mistakes, losing control, or being blamed. Originally, these cautious reactions came from a place of love and self-protection or concern for others. But eventually, they shifted away from their original purpose, becoming repetitive rituals that drain your energy. Performances you never chose but keep repeating. So how can you shake these obsessive thoughts taking up space in your mind? Step 1. Accept them instead of trying to force them away. You don't need to suppress these ideas or fight them endlessly. Obsessive thoughts persist precisely because you care too much about them. The more you try to push them away, the tighter they cling. So gently tell yourself, the thought is here and that's okay. It can stay. I won't fight it or feed it. You're not trying to please it or let it run wild, just allowing it to come and go naturally, like clouds drifting across the sky. Your job isn't to control these thoughts, but simply to acknowledge their existence without being led around by them. Step 2. Reduce your reaction to these thoughts and focus a little more on what's in front of you. When anxiety hits, your instinct might be to double-check, confirm things again, or think harder to eliminate worry. But the key to overcoming obsessive thinking isn't clearer thinking or perfect action. It's continuing to do what you're supposed to do despite those interfering thoughts. If you've already locked the door but feel tempted to check again, gently tell yourself, I've locked it. This time, I choose to walk away. If your mind spirals into worst-case scenarios, gently redirect your focus from, what if something happens, back to the reality in front of you. You're not taking action to escape the anxiety. You're using action to practice refocusing your attention on life. These repeated checks, doubts, and worries aren't your fault. They're simply ways you've developed to protect yourself, natural instincts to manage chaos during your weakest moments. But over time, these habits have turned restrictive, hindering your ability to move forward freely. You don't need to let go of everything at once. You can gradually loosen your grip. Even skipping just one extra check or easing up on a single worry is a gentle step forward. Even if your mind remains noisy today, or your heart still feels tight, you're still deserving of understanding and kindness. You deserve to be gently accepted, flaws and all, and you don't have to wait until you're good enough to begin treating yourself better. You can start right now, in this very moment, by being just a little bit kinder to yourself.